Welcome to NZRadioGuy. Today we'd like to run through the basic operation of the Waccom WM-9000 Plus UHF radio. Alright, we'd like to begin by turning the radio on. There we go. Once the radio is switched on, you need to select the frequency you'd like to operate on. In this case it's 477 400 megahertz. There's two ways you can do this. You can either do it by punching the frequency into the keypad on the microphone, or using the rotary selector knob on the radio to select the frequency. Anyway, once we've got our frequency into the radio, we need to check that it works. I've got another radio set up here, and we'll just see if the our radio will transmit. Yes, our radio does work. And will it receive on this frequency? Testing 1, 2, 3. Indeed it does. Once we've got our frequency in like this, what we now need to do is we need to program it into a channel on the radio. We do this by pressing the F button up on the top of the radio here, and then using either the rotary selector knob or the up and down buttons on the radio to select the channel that we want to program this frequency into. Now, while I'm here, note that if you look down in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, this M indicates whether the channel is free of a frequency. When the M flashes, like it is now, it means that that particular channel is empty and ready to receive a frequency. When it doesn't flash, it means the channel is full and has already been programmed with a frequency. So we will find a channel that hasn't been programmed here, channel 105. Alright, once you've selected your channel that you want to save the frequency to, press the P3 button once. The radio should beep 2 beeps and the frequency should be programmed. Alright, now to make sure that the frequency has been recorded in the radio, we're going to change from our frequency mode, from the radio being set up in frequency mode here, to channel mode. There's two ways you can do this. Either you can press the P3 button on this part of the radio and you're in channel mode, or you can press the VFO button on the hand mic. Anyway, now that we're in channel mode, we need to select the channel that we have programmed the frequency to. You can do this two ways, either by tuning through with the selector knob or by using the up and down keys on the hand microphone. Right, here's our frequency, channel 105. Now we'll make sure that it operates by, we'll transmit. Yep, and we'll see if it receives. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it works. Alright, now to program a duplex frequency. We do this the same way. Once the radio is on like this and in frequency mode, we select the frequency that we want to receive on. Now we can do this by either using the selector knob to change the frequency, or to use the up and down keys on the microphone, or we can punch the frequency directly into the keypad. In this case we will be receiving on 476 600 megahertz. There we go. Alright, now what we're going to do is we are going to select the repeater offset. We do this by pressing and holding the P4 button on the radio. Once the offset display appears, you can release the button. Now use the selector key the selector knob on the radio, or the up and down keys on the microphone to select the offset you want. In this case, it's 750. Once you've done this, select the direction of the offset. This is shown on the display above the offset frequency. To change it, press and hold the P4 button. When the offset direction display disappears, it indicates there is no repeater offset activated. In this case, we are wanting to transmit higher than we are receiving by 750 kilohertz. To exit this menu, press a key. Alright, now that we've got our offset set, we can we'll test to see if the radio is able to get the repeater. Alright, we are able to trigger the repeater and we can hear the repeater tail. So that's all working. Now to save the duplex frequency into a channel. We do this the same way as we do for simplex frequencies. We press the F button and then use either the selector knob or the channel up down keys on the microphone to select a frequency, a channel to use, and then we press the P3 button on the radio to confirm. You should hear 2 beeps on the radio and that duplex frequency should be saved. To check that the frequency is in the radio, we will go to channel mode. You can do this either by pressing the P3 button or by pressing the VFO button on the hand mic. Alright, now we're in channel mode. We will check to make sure that we are still able to activate the repeater. And yes, we are. Now, to flick between frequency and channel mode, there are 2 ways you can do this. You can press the P3 button on the radio to get to frequency mode, and press it again to get to channel mode, or you can press the VFO button on the hand mic. To get to the radio's menu, we press and hold the F button on the radio. Press and hold it till one of the menu options appears. To scroll through the menu, use the up and down keys on the radio's microphone. Once the desired menu has been selected, use the radio's selector knob to change the menu. In this case, we are changing it from low power to medium power. To exit the menu, press one of the buttons on the radio's microphone. The radio has around 30 menu options. The radio has a number of quick menu options on the radio's hand mic. To select them, press the function button on the radio's microphone, followed by the appropriate key on the hand mic. In this case, we are going to change the power settings. Once you're in the menu, use the selector key to change the power setting to the desired level. To exit the menu, press a key on the microphone. To scan, press the function button on the radio's hand mic, followed by the appropriate key. The radio will scan either through the channels in channel mode or frequencies in frequency mode. Thank you for tuning in. This has been NZRadioGuy. Please don't forget to subscribe and rate this video, and post any comments or questions in the comments or questions area below. Much appreciated. 7-3.